Ah! Kill him. You gotta go. Go. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I feel like music has always been for me the biggest medium of any kind of emotion, not just lyrically, but also melodically. Like not even the lyrics per se of a song, but the feeling that it portrays, and just somehow it kind of paints a perfect picture of the catharsis of all of the emotions, whether they be good or bad. Anytime I've struggled with something in my life, or when I've had something really positive happen, what automatically comes out for me is just music. Like it's natural. It's like second nature, where it's like I feel emotions and that comes out, and I feel the lyrics and the chord progressions. Almost emotion feels expressed for me in almost like a symphony type way. My music making process, it varies every time I write a new song. Usually I'll start off just finding a chord progression I really like, and then I'll just be like, okay, this is cool. It's kind of got, I mean, when you hit it, and then you like, oh, I know this has got the vibe like this. You'll just feel the inspiration from the chords. Pretty much every time I go into a song, I don't have a specific plan for what I'm writing. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I just kind of write whatever hits me, whatever the feeling of the chords kind of put out there. That's usually just how it goes, is I'll find some vocal melody of something, and then the lyrics just flow into it. And then from those first initial couple lyrics I get, I base the whole song off of that. Once I have those chords and the melody comes to me, the song usually just kind of starts to write itself. It just flows out.
Look at the lights of the city. Ardo, it's a big bump right there in the road. Who put a speed bump in the road? Goodness gracious. This is why I love Atlanta. Like make some stuff. We should just go out super duper late and like film some things. We gotta do that. Oh yeah. Boga. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty gnarly.
The weekend we recorded this was Christmas break after my first semester in PT school, which was the most violently hard I've ever had to study in my life. So mentally, I was the most fried I'd ever been. But I felt I was just in a very inspired and just such a happy mood to be creating, because I like genuinely feel the happiest when I'm making things. The process of creation is one that's so fun for me. And the environment was really cool. We had this beach house we were able to stay in, and it was just cold and rainy and stormy outside. Half of the vibes of the songs that we made while we were there just came from the weather and the atmosphere just being so stormy and cloudy. You could almost hear in the distance the waves crashing out on the beach just from the storms ongoing. The whole vibe of the place we were in really brought forth the emotion and like almost the raw gutturalness of the songs. The initial inspiration for Long Sleeves was on the Halloween before I went to the beach house and actually wrote the song, like 3 months prior. Every time I write something, it's a different process. For Long Sleeves, I'm out on the porch outside, like playing these chord progressions, just trying to get inspired. Just like, I love these chords, but like nothing's hitting me. Philip from the other room just randomly goes like, woo! And so that ended up becoming like the repeating interlude was just Philip randomly doo-wopping from the other room. And it worked perfectly. And that was like the inspiration of the Lost in the Woods, kind of like almost distant feeling. The central root through this song, I mean, it's called Long Sleeves. And the song's called Long Sleeves. It talks about the concepts of self-harm and just what the roots of it are. Growing up, I think different people struggle with different things. You end up writing what you think about and what has happened to you and what emotionally comes out. So as someone who has struggled with the concept of self-harm, this is just kind of naturally what came out. I feel like there's multiple other ways you could approach this same song with different kinds of just coping mechanisms. There's multiple different emotions that come from all the different planes of a poor family dynamic. I don't think in a poor family dynamic, there's not going to be the same struggle for every person. I think every person has their own issue going on. And when none of them acknowledge that for the other people, they all go neglected and none of the issues end up getting resolved. I think if there's any ultimate message that this song portrays at the end of the day, it's self-awareness for your own issues. I think if there's anything that I want people to get from the music that I make, it's just a feeling of genuineness. I'm just being real with my music, as in I'm a person who's flawed and who's had issues and who struggles with things, but I'm genuinely trying my hardest to fix them and acknowledge them. So I feel like if people can emulate that through my music, I mean, that'd be great. And my emotions are portrayed half the time, not even through lyricism, but just the sounds of music. So just if you can get some kind of catharsis by listening to things that I make, my day is made and my job is done.
Parented bowls of cereal and the TV. It got hard when your dad told me he wanted to leave me. Was too wrapped up with self-pity to think it looks so deceiving. So I didn't question when you started wearing just long sleeves.